Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Tea Time with me, Amanda Prochaska. Today, we are going to be talking about, and this might sound really bizarre to you, given the work that you know I do, 3 reasons why you might not want to invest in a digital transformation right now. I know. Okay, we're going to dive into it though, but so excited about this topic because there are points in time where you might not want to invest in a digital transformation, and we'll talk about that in the coming minutes. So cheers, let's go ahead and get started. Before we dive in, it's hot. I live in Vegas. It's warm out. Hot tea is not going to be the thing for a while. This one is a cranberry lime cold brew tea. Love my cold brew, by the way. So if you don't have a drink of choice, go ahead and grab a drink. Let's settle in a little bit and talk about why you might not want to do or should not do a digital transformation right now. So 3 reasons for that. The first reason is AI. And I know people are like, oh, seriously with this AI conversation. But here's the thing about AI is that it is rapidly changing the ballgame around technology that's going to be available to you. And not only available in the marketplace to buy, but available for you to build and build rather cheaply. So when it comes to your digital footprint, it is going to drastically change in the coming years for your organizations. And we're just at the beginning of that. And I'll give you an example of one of my good friends brings this up all the time, Dr. Eloise Epstein. She always talks about contract lifecycle management systems. And she's like, really, and she has a great video out on YouTube too. And we'll link it below on this topic. But she's like, with AI capability, why would you invest in a CLM right now? You can build something yourself internally using the technology that's available right now to basically scrape all the information that you need out of these contracts, pull the phrases that you're looking for at like that. Super easy to do. Again, highly recommend checking out her video. It's amazing. But that's one example of like someone that might be looking at a CLM solution right now where I would say, no, don't do that. Technology is changing. Make the right investment. There's never a good time where the technology is going to slow down. I realize that. And you guys might say that in the comments. Like, please feel free to do so. But if you are looking at investments right now, just be smart because your landscape is going to change quite a bit. Do your research on AI capabilities. Try to build an understanding of what you can build internally. And then really be smart about where that can flex in the future. So it is a kind of an awkward time. Some people are saying don't do anything for the next year. Like just see how things play out. I'm not necessarily in that boat, but I do want you to recommend you being smart about it, right? There are certain things that you're going to need now and into the future, even with AI coming on board. Like if you're looking for a new kind of procure to pay system to build a foundation and you don't really have one today, it's using paper, it's not even digital, then I would say, yeah, probably look at it. Just know to buy a system that can be flexible and it can be integrated with other technologies that come on board. So reason number 1 why you might not want to make your digital transformation investment right now is because of the AI landscape and how that's going to impact technologies over the coming years. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is a real good one. Let me get a drink here. I hope you're enjoying a drink of choice too. Number 2 is foundational data issues. And I see this time and time again with what we do at Wonder Services. Like everyone's all jazzed, like, yay, let's go. and let's go do this big implementation, this new ERP, this new whatever technology, and their data sucks, right? And so when you're trying to layer on a great technology onto a very lousy foundation, it's very, very hard. And it's hard to get your ROI. It delays timelines. It limits your ability to really deploy best in practice processes and technologies in general. So if you don't feel like you have a good data layer today, a good data foundation, and what I'm really talking about here, everyone, it's not your transactional data necessarily. It's your master data. So it is your vendor master. It is your item master. It is, those are the main two in procurement, but I'm sure there are other things out there that you can, your product master, your bombs, your, if you're into demand planning, it could be your MRP data that's in there. So it's your foundational data elements, your master data elements that you really should make sure are cleansed. And I'm going to give you an example of something that we just came across. So we're helping a client right now get their better connectivity between their demand and their procurement processes. Okay, so there's many different ways that we could do that, but we're just getting ready to deploy a new technology and integration across, and we realize that their warehouses are a mess. They have all kinds of different warehouses in the system. And if we are going to be able to calculate MRP correctly and generate demand correctly at the level of which we want to do that, we need to be able to clean up the warehouses. So that's delayed us a little bit. And if we didn't realize that and we deployed with that mess of a data in the system, it would have caused all kinds of operational problems. So long story short, if you are looking at an investment in a digital transformation or investment, you're trying to build a business case for technology within procurement or beyond, the smart thing to do is make sure that your foundational data is somewhat cleansed. It's never going to be perfect, but you can go in there and say, yeah, I'm pretty confident we're 95% there and we have a good foundation to build off of. If you don't have that and you still want to move forward, build it into your business case. Build time, build money, resources into your business case, because you are going to need to have that really great foundation so you know that when you layer this wonderful new technology on top of what you're doing, that operationally it works. Okay? So that's number 2 reason why you should not invest in a digital transformation right now is if you have crappy data. All right. Number 3. This might be my favorite one. Okay. So, and we get this all the time, by the way. We just see it all the time. Number 3 is we're going to buy a new technology because our existing technology does not work. Might be valid. Might be absolutely valid. Most of the time it's not. Technologies work. If they didn't work, they wouldn't be in existence. So typically what is not working is your business process around it, your data inside of it, your policies surrounding it, your cultural ways of working that might be requiring certain things to happen. So layering a new technology on top of a kind of crappy system or a whatever you say it is not going to get you better results most of the time. So you have to fix the foundation. You have to take a step back and look at how are we operating today and what is causing that to be the issue, and really get clear on the problem statements, because again, guys, like 90% of the time it's not the tech. Unless you're on, like I was previously in corporate, I was on an AS400 and it was just completely outdated. That technology worked, by the way. It absolutely worked. Day in and day out, it was that steady heartbeat of a product. It just wasn't up to where we could be, okay? So if you're in that situation, I get it. It's worth the investment. But so often I'll hear people that are already on a system that is current, that is the best of what we have today. Still might be not great, but it's the best of what we have today. And then they're looking to layer in another system on top of it. I would highly recommend that you don't do that until you understand what's not optimal. So go through a health check, go through and do an end-to-end assessment of your processes first and how that tech is being used, including things like, do we not have the right skill set? Is it a cultural thing that's going on? I was just talking to somebody 2 days ago, and they're like, we have a lot of approvals. We have the same people approving the capital request, and then they come in and they approve the requisition, and then they come in and approve the purchase order, and then they come in and approve the invoice. And they're like, it might be a little bit much, but that's just how we've always done it. That's not a system issue. That's a cultural risk aversion issue. So get what you have working. Take an opportunity to take a step back and say, is it really the tech, or is it us? Is it something else? Is it that we don't have the right skill set? We don't have the right organization around it. We have really bad processes. Whatever that might be, make sure you understand that before you go forward and just want another technology to leverage, because you're unfortunately gonna get the same results. So that's reason number 3. Get what you have working. And my dogs are barking. We're getting a delivery right now, so we gotta love that. But we have three reasons why you might, or I would highly recommend that you should not do a digital transformation right now. Number 1, AI. Number 2, data issues. Number 3, you're layering something on something else that's not working. Get that right before you move forward. Now, you might be wondering, Amanda, Wonder Services is in the business of digital transformation. Why would you tell people not to do it? Because it's the right thing to do. Plus, we can help you get there. So we do a lot of assessment work. We also take a look at your current systems and do health checks. We help with data cleansing. So if you need to get ready to be successful on your digital journey, please let us know. Check out our website, and it's wonderservices.net. Link is below. And we would love to help you set up your foundation so you will be ready for your digital transformation success. All right, cheers. Until next time, hit that like, hit the subscribe. We would love to stay in touch with you. Please comment below if you loved this video or have any questions. We'd love to hear from you. Cheers.